Yo, what is going down? You made it. Listen, I'm not crying. It's eye drops. Let me assure you, I am crying because it's the end of the
crying because you got eye drops. You cry with eye drops.
Yo, I'm gonna miss y'all until next week. Go to the end of Geekish. Nah, I'm just happy that it's Friday, bro. Hello, nerds. What's going on? Welcome to GeekBeast. This is your rundown of geek news from geeks that look like me, geeks that look like you, and geeks that look like the Black Lion himself. Yo, Chuck, man, tell the people what's cracking, baby.
Not much, man. Star Wars Celebration. This is it. I think it's over today. I think today was the last day of it.
Well, you trying to make it sound like they done with it? They done?
They're done for this year.
Oh, it has met your expectations.
I didn't watch it, so I'm only looking at the news, and the news goes deep, son.
Oh, deep.
It goes deep.
Like the mines of Minolta.
Yes.
Hey, is Minolta still around? That's a camera company, right? That was a camera company, right?
Minolta. It was a camera company. I don't think it's still around. It may be around.
Listen, if you're new to the show, we cover the geek news beat and we share our opinions with you. As you can see, we are
I am totally wrong. They go to Sunday. Oh, wow. It's long. Okay.
I'm your host for this evening, and you just got done watching Chuck scratch his head regarding when it's all going to be done. I thought he was scratching his head regarding Minolta.
Nah, it's just Star Wars Galaxy.
Dude, you an old-ass dude because you remember Minolta.
I do remember Minolta. Which was a great camera company. Japanese camera company.
Was it? It was a Japanese camera company.
I think it was.
Anything Minolta, good electronic wise was done in Japan back then. Back in the
Minolta was founded in 1928.
Good Lord, that's an old ass company. Who bought it?
It died in 2003.
Oh, that's kind of recent.
Minolta.
I actually thought it would have died in the 90s.
No, they're doing cameras in the 90s.
Of Minolta.
They're doing cameras, man. Come on.
Man, yo, okay. I know it's a ton of Star Wars news. I'm about to hop up in that bitch, but there's some other news. Yo, we already talked about content apocalypse that's going down. It's been nuts. Yo, 2 episodes of Obi-Wan dropped early yesterday, and a full-blown 7 episodes of Stranger Things. Have you partaken in any of the content festivities?
No, I have not.
What? What's wrong with you?
Not yet.
None?
First of all, who am I? What's my name?
You that dude. You that dude.
What do I do with shows? I wait for them to all get completed. And then I go in and watch it all. I binge
do that no more.
And I do it for what? What do I do it for? Binge worthy.
Gosh, what's wrong with you?
Yes, I can't watch Obi-Wan. I can't watch Obi-Wan for another 6 weeks.
Fun. Why would you do that to yourself? Why? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Whatever.
Boo. Don't do that. I'm not gonna lie. I did watch both of them. I went and crushed them. I didn't get a chance to watch them last night because I was just way too tired and I wanted to have a clean frame of mind. But you know, it's another. I think Disney has this obsession with adventures in babysitting, and it's another babysitting piece of content.
God, they're like, hey, we did this baby Yoda thing.
Oh my God,
thing again.
Yes, it's more babysitting. We saw Doctor Strange babysitting for the whole movie. We saw Doctor Strange do it again, babysitting Spider-Man for a whole movie. We saw The Mandalorian babysitting Grogu, and now you're going to see some more babysitting in this as well. It's just
that's not Disney. That's just these franchises. They don't have to seek Disney approval to make anything. They can make anything they want.
Well, whoever it is that's deciding that babysitting is the new hot thing.
Yeah. I'm
gonna need y'all to kind of like chill out on that. It's only 2 episodes, so I don't know if that's how it's gonna be for the entire time, but it's looking like that is what it's going to be. It's setting up that's what it's going to be.
The Bad Batch is babysitting.
I haven't seen the Bad Batch, so I can't.
Yeah, Bad Batch is babysitting.
Yo, big huge shout outs to the hold on a second. Big huge shout outs to the chat. Yo, one of the great things, especially on Friday, be it happy hour, because I'm just gonna sit here and get properly toasted. Here's to you. But besides the drinking, is that you can actually reach us. You can hit us up in the chat, but you're like, hey, Chuck, what you sipping on, man? Those kind of questions. Perfect example, my man Defunct said, if I recall correctly, Sony swallowed up Minolta's camera business.
Probably did. I can see that.
Why Sony cameras are so dope. Sony's got probably some of the best. They
swallow up all the Japanese
DSLR cameras.
They were the company because Panasonic swallowed up JVC, or the JVC follows Panasonic. Who swallowed up Panasonic? Like they swallowed, like all the brands swallow up each other when they go out of business.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. That's what I asked. I was
like, are you going out of business?
I doubt that they just fade into the sunset. Typically,
no, that's
somebody's going to buy all of those assets.
That's American thing. American things like instead of America like we like seeing companies go out of business to say that we beat them. Where in Japan, we want to keep everybody working, so we just buy your company.
Well, Minolta, the ghost of Minolta is still in some of these lenses, according to the Funky Setter. So the Sony mountain system is compatible with old Minolta lenses.
Oh, nice.
He said I wound up falling into a 3-hour nap instead of getting into Obi-Wan. I mean, it's adventures in babysitting. Defunct said also I got some Aldi hot cocoa and strawberry Pop-Tarts instead of real dinner. Pop-Tarts for dinner? Really? We back in school again?
Defunct, you gotta get some real food.
You got it. Come on, man. You got to get you some
hot chocolate and Pop-Tarts. That's a breakfast.
And a bowl of Lucky Charms. Yeah.
for a 12-year-old on a snow day.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Snow day.
A part of me is a little jealous because I wish I could just randomly eat like that without having consequences. I can't eat like that without there being like consequences.
I know what consequences, like real health consequences.
That's what I'm saying. So listen, it's not jokes. It's just jealousy is what it is, man. I can't really eat like that no more.
Yeah. He said I didn't feel like cooking up seafood pasta at 10 o'clock. There are other things. Man. Like fry some eggs.
At least tell me you're gonna drink some water. At least tell me you're gonna drink some water so you can, rub all that sugar down. Good Lord.
It sounds delicious. It sounds delicious.
We're gonna let the funk.
Yes, it's a Friday.
Damn y'all.
No.
I'm gonna eat my damn Pop-Tarts and hot
I kind of
might
order a pizza tonight. I don't know. I'm trying not to, but it sounds delicious.
Well, I know I'll be getting full snackage on because, like I said, regarding some of the content that dropped this past weekend, I did get a chance to see one episode of Stranger Things. And I was very entertained. I was more entertained by Stranger Things than I was by both episodes of Obi-Wan.
Of course.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You didn't
Obi-Wan,
expect.
Yo, people are losing their mind over Obi-Wan, and I just don't get that hype. It's not bad.
No.
Obi-Wan's not bad. Let me be clear. It's not bad. But people are like, oh, 8, 9 out of 10 stars. And I'm like, I ain't see that. I saw kind of like the
7.
same thing we've been seeing. Hey, come on now. In honor of Kevin Samuels, we don't honor 7s. There's no such thing as a 7. I wouldn't call it a 6. I wouldn't call it a 6, but it's a very low end 8. But then again, we still got time. We still got time. And Ewan McGregor looks good. He's not the problem. He's not the problem at all. There actually is no problem. It's just par for the course. That's the problem. It's spectacularly on point, average. So, and I think I might be just feeling a little nostalgic about Stranger Things. Were you a Stranger Things fan? Have you caught up?
Yes, I am. I am a Stranger Things fan. I thought the third season was a little bit weaker than the other 2 seasons. I thought we didn't even need that season. They could have closed it out with the kids in the second season. But I was totally satisfied with the ending of it.
Yeah. How like if you watch the third season, it was a little not like jarring, but it's like, damn, these kids are getting old. You can see it, right? In season 4,
they're teenagers.
They look like adults.
Yeah,
I'm like, grown. Damn, you real old.
Yeah, they're like 16, 17.
There's nothing like there's nothing
they don't have no childish charm to them
about these kids anymore. Yeah,
they're not misshapen anymore. They look like their bodies are caught up and everything. Yeah,
they grown, and they tried to like really like not make 11 look like Bobby. What's her name? Bobby Brown, whatever.
Yeah, Bobby Brown. They try to make her not look like Ilona Holmes.
Well, yeah, I mean, because she's blossoming. She's turning into a woman, and you can see it in real life. But then when you see the character, and you're like, she still look kind of grown, man. Bobby Brown. But overall, like the kids, I mean, that's my only little thing. Everything else is great. It's better than, like I said, so far. It's better than Obi-Wan. I know somebody's probably gonna like come look for me in the night.
No, they're not.
That's better than Obi-Wan.
No, they're not. People know. People know.
I mean, I'm just being real. Just trying to keep it 100.
I want a young Obi-Wan show. I guess this will be interesting too. The in between, because we have no idea what happened to Obi-Wan. See, and that's right, and that's what's really what's really compelling about it is that like what happened during those years. Yeah, it's almost like I'm going way off the reservation on this, but like those years between when Jesus was like 8 years old to the time he was like 33,
30, right? Yeah, maybe like 12. There was like a lot of stuff happened, right? That you just don't really know. I feel that's how it is kind of like with the Obi-Wan tale. Like, about what happened previously. And then of course, about
they have those books. They just didn't want to put them in the Bible because Jesus is kind of mischievous.
I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, I think the only way you gain wisdom is to live life. And if you live life, that means you're going to be
still a teenager,
some interesting choices.
Yeah. And he made bad choices.
But we ain't finna get in all that. We ain't finna go deep diving into the pre-teenage years and early 20s of Jesus' life, because
that's fair. We don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that.
We'll go too deep. You know what we can do in the spirit of Jesus Cristo, learning other practical reasons as to why you should turn wine into water. That moment when he turned wine into water was probably an amazing moment. I'm saying that to segue. What the hell are you drinking for this particular happy hour? What do you sip on that?
Because working on my health, I'm drinking non-alcoholic beverage.
Well, look at you.
It's called Fit Soda.
A Fitz? Is that a creamsicle soda?
It is a creamsicle soda.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse, a creamsicle soda.
Man, no,
or
actually.
Defunct eating Pop-Tarts for dinner.
No, a creamsicle soda is delicious. First of all, it's kind of like an orange soda. It's like an orange float. It's like an orange float, which is delicious. Which is, if you haven't had it, you should go buy a Fanta get some vanilla ice cream and pour it over it, and then watch little Centel be excited and be giddy, like, oh my God, this is delicious.
You think I'm gonna give my boy sugar this late at night? I love myself too much to do that. I love my peace. Nothing to give him a whole bunch of sugar.
He's old enough to fight through it. He's old enough to fight through it.
No, he's old enough to fight me. And then I'll be the one going through it.
But Fit Soda, it's weird, right? Because it doesn't have any real sugar in it.
Mm-hmm.
And
you're drinking a sugarless creamsicle soda?
Yeah, a sugarless creamsicle soda. It has benefits with the bubbles. Let me tell you what it has in it.
It's
amino acids for recovery, electrolytes for hydration, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives, sugar-free, gluten-free, vegetarian. You have worked too hard to just drink water. As they have on the bottom.
Yo, all right, let me ask everybody in the chat too. Are y'all the types that don't hate water? You know, there's people that like hate water. I
love water.
It's just like I was like, you drink water, you drink enough water. Okay. You want flavored water? What the hell? Is that what you said?
I like it with bubbles too. Don't judge
it's me. It's not water.
Don't judge me.
I am judging.
No.
Water. If it's got flavors, it's not water.
If I put fruit in my water, what is that?
No.
What is that?
If you have anything in your water other than H2O, it ain't water no more.
It is
water. You got a water cocktail.
It's water. It's water. It's water.
You
said water cocktail. You know what's in the water cocktail? You know what's in the water cocktail? You know what's in the water cocktail?
Pepsi's a water cocktail.
No. Pepsi is a soda. You know what's in a water cocktail?
No.
Water.
H2O. If it's anything else,
it is water. It's water. It's water. No. It's water. Yes, it's water.
Now, see, you're one of them. You are officially one of them. The ones I was just talking about. I don't drink water unless it's got something flavored.
I drink water. I'm so thug. I still drink tap water when I need to.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man.
I'm that type of thug.
With your chest.
You know.
Yeah, you drinking LA tap water, so I don't know, man.
Tap water has enough bleach and chlorophyll in it to clean my system.
Ninja Turtle shit.
No, tap water.
LA tap water. You might as well do
it
a
has
shot
no
of
minerals and nutrients in it or nothing.
Bruh, you can literally snort
shit out of that
water. Just snort it and get high. Just go on and get your thing. Yo, back to the chat. I know we're all over the place. Yo, the folks said Team Creamsicle represent. It's also orange cream shake season at Arby's. My favorite seasonal fast food item. You know what? What's better, Defunct? And let me ask you too.
He had Arby's Wagyu burger yesterday
your
too.
Orange cream shake or an Orange Julius, which is the most legendary original format of the creamsicle shake. Boo, sugar alternatives from Defunct. I'm gonna let you chew on that. Yo, he also said, I'm in the water, but not flavored or fizzy water. Thank you. Just say you're in the water. You ain't even gotta say the type. If you have to add a type of water, it ain't water.
Let me tell you something. Flow water is amazing water. And flow water is better than normal water because it's alkaline. Is there something in it other than H2O? Alkaline. It's alkaline. It is smooth water. It's butter smooth. You drink a flow water, you be like
smooth water.
It feels like silk going down.
Rodney, you hear this, right? You hear your man. I'm talking to the voice in the sky because I need somebody to co-sign. Rodney don't strike me as the type to drink water either.
He don't drink water. He drinks a ton of water.
He don't drink water.
He drinks water.
Look, he said he don't drink water. What is up? Why are people so
drink water. I drink regular water all day long. I drink water all day long.
Water. You drink regular water.
I do drink regular water. I got a better purifier pitcher. I drink over a pitcher of water.
Y'all have to excuse me. I just love messing with Chuck.
I know you do. Tell me I don't drink water.
I like messing with Chuck. All right. Listen, I'm gonna
make me Orange Julius tomorrow.
And after all this water talking, you went straight back to the Orange Julius. What do you prefer, Orange Julius?
You made Orange Julius,
or Orange Julius, or Shasta or Fanta creamsicle soda, which they do have, or that creamsicle drink you got right there, or what the funk is talking about in the chat regarding Arby's orange cream shake season.
Oh no, Orange Julius.
There can be only one.
Time.
Orange Julius. See, okay,
Man,
now you
I
back
put
to
my
your
vanilla
senses.
in it.
Now you
I
back
put
to your
some
senses.
put some almond milk. Put a little bit of sugar, some orange juice concentrate with some ice
Mm-hmm.
cubes. And
Yeah.
if you real want to be real slick with it, you put a scoop of
Mm-hmm.
vanilla ice cream in it.
Oh, see, you definitely getting a little gangster with that. I can ride with that.
Now, my mom used to make this concoction she used to make where she'll take rainbow sherbet with ginger ale and pour them together.
I've heard about that. I've never had that.
I did. I used to do that at Morehouse.
Heard about it.
Used to be my drunk punch at Morehouse.
That does sound like a jam.
Man, go get some rainbow sherbet tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to them and get some ginger ale and put them in a bowl and stir it up. And you'll be pouring punch all day long. You'll be like, Jesus Christ, who made this?
Challenge.
My mom used to do that. My mom used to do that all the time. Yeah.
There you go.
It is so good. I may do that tomorrow. Buy some sherbet and some ginger ale.
Yeah, big shout out to the voice of this guy who bopped in too for like a hot second. He said pretty much that he does drink water, but he said I drink most of my water from Coca-Cola. See, that's what I'm talking about. He said he's just kidding. He's obviously just poking fun. Defunk, he said I prefer the shake, but an orange Julius is good. I don't hate it. I'm less into icy dessert drinks. Oh, and I think out here on the East Coast, we had a totally different orange drink mall store. Is that the official terminology? Orange drink mall stores. So is what is it? A Jamba Juice? Is that an orange drink? Shake store, whatever. Jamba Juice. Yeah. That's only a West Coast thing, right? I don't think we have one actually.
No, that's they have the orange. They have the orange something in the South. It's called orange something. And you can get orange. You can basically get an orange Julius, but it's really good. It's a smoothie.
Orange Julius.
It's like a smoothie version of orange Julius. It's really good.
Hey man,
look for that.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna change gears on you again because I see you chomping at the bit to get at this Star Wars issue.
That's right.
Hey man, so all right, so talk to me about the whole what is it? Survivor. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. What's going on with that, man?
So it's Respawn Entertainment coming back from Fallen Order. So they had this one called Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and it's a sequel to Fallen Order. So this is even more interesting. So they announced the sequel and they call it the Survivors. So I guess the order falls, and the first teaser trailer of the Survivor shows the return of Cal Kestis, the Padawan survivor of Order 66 from Fallen Order. Yeah, as well as the Grand Inquisitor, which appears to be mysterious potential ally in the Baka Tank. And Kestis' next journey is Star Wars Galaxy is to set 5 years after the events of the Fallen Order. So this is 5 years later. So this is interesting. So they're making a proper sequel. I haven't played Fallen Order though. I haven't played it.
You know where you lost me?
What's that?
You lost me
at the back to tank.
At the back to tank, man. I watched an old man soak his old ass bones through half the season of Boba Fett and that damn back to tank. It's bad enough it's probably going to be going back to Tatooine again because we always have to go back to Tatooine.
Jesus.
But if I have to sit there and watch another old man soak his old ass bones in the back to tank, I'm done.
The Grand Inquisitor is going to soak his old ass bones in the back to tank.
They're killing me. Babysitting, Tatooine, and back to tanks.
That's it. Maybe it's Adventures in Babysitting Back to Tank. R. Kelly story.
Stupid, dog. Stupid. Maybe we're jumping to R. Kelly territory. No, I'm not doing it.
But he has his buddy, BD1, which is the name of the droid. His buddy droid, BD1.
Is that like an earlier version of BB-8?
Maybe.
So is it like a square that like slams on each side as it walks around?
It probably does.
Yeah. The first version is always a clunky one. It looks, BB5 looks like a 20-sided dice.
Yeah. BB6 is a 6-sided die.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a long process before we got to BB-8.
Yeah.
All right. No. I'll jokes aside. All right. So man. you said you never really played Fallen Order, right?
I haven't played Fallen Order. The only one reason I haven't played it, I heard it's a really good game. I'm going to play it. The reason I haven't played it because it's in story of the Star Wars adventure. So I haven't caught up to that part of the legend. I'm still, let me be honest with you. I'm working through Star Wars Rebels. I know exactly what happens through Rebels, but I'm still working through watching it. I'm like, I don't have to watch Rebels. I know the whole entire story because I'm that type of Star Wars nerd. But I am watching Rebels and I'm quite excited about it.
Okay.
The Funk just said Lego just revealed the BD-8 set with postable cute head. So now I'm about to go here to Lego.
Yeah, yo, the Funk
I try to
drop the
see
link in the
he
chat,
doing
man.
this to me. Why is he doing this to me?
Because it's Friday, and you know all bets are off on a Friday.
Ooh.
All bets are off on a Friday.
Star Wars stuff. See, he knows this is not right for me. He knows this. I'm gonna tell you something. Lego's one of the few sites I let drop all their cookies on me. They're like, "Oh, you want our cookies?" I'm like, "Yep, I want all your cookie."
Phrasing. Phrasing. Yeah, I'm
BD-8 is awesome. He's awesome.
You're talking about the BB-8 Lego set?
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
We got a BB-8 Lego set next door, man. Little C's knocked that out. Is there a new one? Is it a new BB-8?
Check it out. I just put it in the chat. I just put it right there in the chat. The BD-1. I am so going to get this.
Oh, you said BD-1. I thought you said BB-1. Well, that BD-1 absolutely just made all those jokes absolutely worthless now. That's all right. Blame it on
the BD-1. Look at the BD-1.
I don't see it in the chat.
It's in the YouTube chat.
The YouTube chat?
Yeah, YouTube chat.
I think I'm super delayed. It's all right.
Here it is.
Yeah, we're that
there you
delayed.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you.
There you go, man.
Appreciate it, man. Love our producer say, "Oh, yeah, man, that does look pretty cool." I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, man.
I gotta accept all these cookies just to look at it.
Yeah, man. I accept all their cookies. It's the one website I accept all the cookies to. Told you that. That's what I just said. Well, you don't want Lego cookies? You too good for the Lego cookies?
You know why? Because I'm gonna have another deep reference. Because I keep thinking of LL Cool J talking about pink cookies in a plastic bag.
Getting crushed by buildings.
You talking about you want cookies all on your face. So
they can crush them cookies on my face as long as they pink cookies in a plastic bag. See,
that's not bad, man.
I'm not gonna mess with you. I'm not gonna mess with you no more.
Hey, man, it's Friday. All bets are off, bro.
Yeah, man.
The safety is off. All right, okay, I'm with that. I can rock with that.
I'm getting that in the Optimus Prime. Boy, you seen the Optimus Prime Lego set?
Yeah, the one that transforms itself a couple of different times.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not bad.
Yeah. I'm getting that too.
All right, so back to the Star Wars news. I mean, because we're on this Star Wars gig right now, nonstop. So what's up with the kids show for High Republic?
There's that's interesting, right?
Yeah.
So they made it, the Disney Junior. It's a Disney Junior show.
Disney Junior.
Yeah, so Disney Junior.
That sounds like the name of a channel. Is there a Disney?
It is. It is a channel, and it's for the kiddies. It's for the small ones. It's for the little
kids like Star Wars too. Unless
they love Star Wars. They do. But kids and Star Wars doesn't love kids. How many kids you see in Star Wars running around?
I mean, listen, that's what I was saying about without giving any spoilers. There's children in Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. It's babysitting. If you're interested in babysitting. Okay, but go ahead.
But so Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures is upcoming show, and it's aimed at pre-kindergarten kids. So it's basically Muppet Babies, but for Star Wars. It's
like a Blue's Clues in a Jedi robe or something like that. Is
maybe
that what's going on?
All the young Jedi, they're a bunch of young Jedi babies, and they're under the tutelage of Yoda. So this is before the school slashing that Anakin does.
Star Wars is never going to recover from killing younglings, dog. They're never.
Man, he'll never recover. They call Anakin's lightsaber the baby killer. His nickname the baby killer.
Oh boy!
You know what makes it bad? Luke inherits that lightsaber, right?
Yeah.
Luke inherits that lightsaber.
I mean, all right, we're gonna leave that alone.
George Lucas, you should have known better. You should have never let that happen.
Sit down, let them kill them kids. You
let them kill them kids.
Let them kill them kids.
They go, Anakin, Anakin's here to save us.
I can't wait till you watch Obi-Wan. I can't wait till you watch Obi-Wan. Just watch the first one.
No. Okay, I'm gonna watch the first one.
Just watch the first one.
Are they talking about Anakin killing all the babies?
I ain't saying nothing.
Killing all the babies.
Just watch.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. So
I don't know what it is. Listen. I don't know what it is. I mean, the timing of this is absolutely horrible due to the atrocities that's happened, within the country this past week. But there's some really, like, I know I'm going back and forth, but on Stranger Things, like the opening sequence, it's not good days if you a child. That's all I'm gonna say. Be it in your news feed, real life, or on TV. It's a tight situation if you were kiddo.
Is it? Okay.
For those that have seen Stranger Things, what did y'all think about that opening sequence?
I hadn't,
especially this day and age. All right, I'm just throwing that out there. All right, so let's
look. I Am Wino came in. He's waving at us. He said, "Classic circus cookies."
Circus cookies. You talking about the animal crackers?
Yeah, the animal crackers, basically.
No, now one of them animal crackers look like an actual animal.
They all look like animals. You hate them.
Yeah, if you're on LSD, they look like animals. All right, I'm jumping back to the into our curated news. There's something that says a new documentary series, Light and Magic, will explain your favorite parts of Star Wars. So Star Wars is just on it today.
Yeah, they are, because it's celebration. They're doing a celebration, 4-day celebration.
Y'all wasn't celebrating them kids.
They didn't celebrate them kids. So they have a new documentary series called Light and Magic, right? Mm-hmm. And it's your favorite parts of Star Wars talked about. So it's basically George Lucas talking about they smoked a lot of marijuana and did some pills, did some acid, and made all this amazing stuff before the executives came to the warehouse to judge them. Like, we got a warehouse way out in like Tarzana in Encino, so they wouldn't come to visit us because they way down there in Hollywood, or they're in Hancock Park, so they wouldn't come all the way out here to see us. And when they did, it'd take an hour and a half to get here, so we could clean up and straighten everything up when they got here. That
is way too much going on in the documentary.
That's probably what he's
doing. More of these.
He's not doing that, but he talked about that. He does other interviews where he talked about them being blitzed out their mind. They're like, oh my God, the executive producer's showing up. And they clean up everything and start doing work and stuff.
I mean, I definitely believe it, because I mean, you're talking about somebody like George Lucas was really sitting there and like, nah, listen, space wizards with laser swords. That sounds high to me. Especially back then.
Yeah, and he made it work. He knew technically what to do. But it's the funk said, it's an ILM docuseries. I guess ILM's doing it right then. They're probably gonna talk about the technology.
Okay, there we go.
Man, it'd be better if it was George Lucas talking about it. Because he'll spill all the tea. He'll spill all the tea. He said, they paid me my $8 billion and I'm good.
The check already cleared.
The check is cleared.
Whatever. Hey, more Star Wars news.
It's 6 parts. It's 6 parts to the documentary. So one thing that Disney Plus does very well is documentaries. Like their Imagineering documentary is like Chef Kiss. It's amazing. So if Disney did this for ILM, it'd be great. They got Ron Howard as one of the directors. Dennis Mormon, Phil Tippett. Man, they got some heavy hitter directors. Lin-Win Brennan. Okay. I'm excited to see that.
I haven't heard from Ron Howard in a minute.
He's doing work right now. He just did an interview about a property he's working on. Oh, I just saw it. He was talking about
might be too slow for this day and age.
Nah, Ron Howard.
If you're not doing cuts every 2 seconds, it might be tough to be a director this day and age.
I know. Good classic filmmaking where you can actually catch emotion in people's faces. Nobody does emotion on faces no more.
2-second cuts. He's like the last of a dying breed. Ron Howard is. But hey, we'll work for it.
Okay. Andor is the first Star Wars show not to lean in on stagecraft.
Stagecraft.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it was all practical. They're all in the real world.
No, it's the
they're not doing that. They're not. I told you, look practical. Didn't I say that? It's the prettiest thing I've seen. Like Andor looked pretty, it looked like it was real. I think they made real stages for it.
Man, I think they're saying that this is all CG.
Andor is foregoing. I was impressed with CGI technology in order to utilize a more traditional way of shooting.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Yeah. So this is like, so starting with the first season of Mandalorian, Lucas has used new technology called stagecraft, which utilizes an immersive CGI to set forth. Okay. So the stagecraft is the name of the CGI that he made.
Ah, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, so stagecraft is just a play on words, I guess, to make the CGI make it sound like it's
more of a stage. I thought it was like actual stagecraft, like they're building stages out here.
Well, like I said before, regarding the release of Love, Death, and Robots, the final episode 9, it's some of the more impressive CG I've ever seen, and it's impressive to the point where it looks like it's a blend of CG and practical at the same time. Yeah, it's really interesting.
Did it look better than the season 2 version of when they had Michael what's his name, Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah. No, this it's like as far as animation style goes, it is the most impressive animation style I've seen on Love, Death, and Robots. It's super impressive. It's not 100% smooth. It's a little weird. They do some weird frame rate stuff with it, and it makes it stand out. And it can get a little clunky at times. But when it's all moving, like there's like they flex with it to the point, like one of the main characters that you're focusing on is this, like, this isn't a spoiler. This is like this lady who's like dancing. I don't want to say too much without spoiling. And she's always in motion, like always. She's never not really like sitting still. And what makes it dope is that she's wearing like all of these chains and stuff. And all of the chains are always constantly moving with her. And she gets a tremendous amount of screen time. No, hold on, I'm not done. And she does it in water.
What? They put water effects on it too?
Yeah, it's really impressive.
They're like, we're gonna do all the hard things.
Yeah, it's like it was no days off. It was no days off on that.
In Uncharted 3, when they had when Drake had the necklace and it swung. Wow. I was in the studio. That was one of my projects to work on. I actually was the project manager to make sure that necklace swung on the way it needed to swing for the video game. The ring around it. Yeah, man, that was a lot of work. That was a lot of freaking work. Back then, chain physics wasn't that great. I remember me and DeFunk were in grad school together, and we had a programmer who made chain physics. He shot them out of a boat, and man, it looked impressive back then. We were like, "Wow, look at those chains! They look real."
Yeah, but you know what? It's one of those things you don't appreciate it until you see it, and then you don't see it anymore, and you're like, "Oh, I need that." You know, like I remember like when one of the CGI Final Fantasy movies came out, like back in the early 2000s or whatever it is, and they were really going on and on about just individual strands of hair, right?
Yeah,
and how individual strands of hair were moving and stuff like that, and they like showed it like in detail in the theater for the trailer, and it's like, oh my god! And then when you stopped seeing hair move like that, you're like, oh, I can't unsee that. You know, it's kind of like what you're talking about with the chain. Once you see the chain moving in a certain kind of way, fluid, when you see something rigid, then it really stands out. You can't really go back. Yeah.
Like when Pixar perfected hair, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Pixar perfected hair. Yeah. And Disney's like, hold our beer. We're going to show you what's up, Pixar.
Yo, I just wanted to chat again real quick. Where are we at? I'm on Team Solo. Was good, actually. Solo does kind of stand up a little bit more on second and third viewings. But his daughter is really the Howard. Getting on the buzz nowadays. I'm disconnected on that one. Warner Brothers recently also put out a featurette on YouTube about the Batman filming with stagecraft. So that's interesting. Oh, man,
interesting. I didn't know that.
Also said nowadays rope physics is the bane of existence on the project.
Yeah.
That I've been on for the past couple of years. Yeah.
Rope is hard. Like, you know, we had a programmer, our professor. He made smoke look real because he was like, I'm not doing water. I'm making smoke look real, and he makes smoke dynamic programmatically. So it's not art. It's not like somebody drawing. It's actually dynamic. So you can bring 3D objects into it, and it changes the behavior of it naturally. And he did it, and he made it so slim and light. It ran on a Pentium 2. At that time, we were Pentium 4.
Right.
Yeah. Dr. Gourlay was an animal. He was an animal. He was like, he's one of the best programs we know. He's like Neo in the Matrix. You know, there's stories of him going in the EA. He pulls up in his motorcycle jacket, walks in, doesn't even take off his motorcycle jacket, said, I heard there's an issue. Go and start programming for like 30 minutes. It's done. Like, import the code in, it works, and walk out.
Damn.
He's one of those types of guys.
Drop the mic of code.
Drop the mic of code.
And then kept it moving.
He was that guy. So it's gonna be interesting to see, you know, where this is today. Because that was in 2008. We're 2022 now. That's when Dr. Gourlay was doing this. So I wonder, you know, eventually, I don't want to see the craft of stage making and stage design go away, but it's looking like it's going that way. The more realistic screens become, we don't have to do green screen anymore. We actually do LEDs, and we can put props in that look real, and it holds up everywhere. We've learned to make screens every size because of LEDs. We make screens like this thin. Like that thin, that wide, and it'd be like 100,000 pixels in it. It's amazing what we have done as humans.
I'm not mad at the stagecraft and all of that, because, you know, the technology is just going to be what it is. People are going to have to adapt. But there is something.
The fun said Gourlay looks like Neo too. He does look like Neo, Dr. Gourlay.
When it comes to like real actors dealing with CGI, I think that is where it's going to be difficult for it to catch up, because there is something about an actor having an organic response to something.
Yes.
You know? Whereas if you're in a CG world, it's a little more difficult because your brain knows it's not real. You're not really having like a real exchange, and sometimes things can come off a little false. There's a reason why like Star Wars episodes 1 through 3 are pretty clunky, especially one, because the technology was so far ahead of what the actors were accustomed to that the connections fell kind of flat a lot of times. That's my only drawback when it comes to like, you know, replacing practical effects, stages and all that other stuff with CG.
But then you got Life Up High, and you got Jungle Book, and the kid was all in it. Like the kid understood, like children are adapted already. They've already adapted to CGI.
Yeah. Okay.
It's us as older as that the real things. It's like we know what real Coca-Cola tastes like. They know what this new formula is. I don't know. We know what real McDonald's fries taste like.
Right.
And we know it's never going to be the same.
No. I know. I remember when a McDonald's hamburger could actually like fill you up.
Yes.
I mean, excuse me.
At 69%.
McDonald's Big Mac. Yeah, McDonald's Big Mac.
That was a big one.
It was big. It was huge, and it came in a styrofoam. The styrofoam packaging.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
When a Whopper
those days ago,
you up.
You ain't getting those anymore. Yeah.
The Whopper was like, this is a burger. You cut it in half because you only ate half of the Whopper.
Those days ago. Kids don't know nothing about that.
Those days are gone.
You're right. Yo, speaking of the times they are changing, right? So technology is always like dictating how we interact with things, right? And you know, we've said this a million times, like, you know, surprisingly, one of the front runners when it comes to technology and human interaction is like the porn industry, right? Like a lot of people don't really realize that. They're groundbreakers in it, right? And it's a little uncomfortable sometimes to think that they're like kind of the groundbreakers. But I got something that's probably going to be even more a little discomforting than the porn industry making waves with technology. Listen, the headline says researchers turn up the horror with a mask that simulates suffocation in virtual reality.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, I gave a talk in VRLA. The first thing I said, the things that people want to do is die. I said, if we could figure,
who
if
is
we could,
we? Who are these people?
people,
I don't want to.
people want to experience
I
a
don't want to
million ways
experience
to
death.
death.
No.
People want to experience a million ways to die. And people are like, you're crazy, you're crazy, you're crazy. Then a psychologist came to me, she said, yes, that's what people really want to experience. I don't have to physically die. Like they want to see they want to know what it's like if I put on a headset and I feel like I'm drowning. If I feel like I'm running, if I'm skydiving into a building or I jump off a building. People really want to experience that. I was like, it's crazy, but people would. She's like, yeah. She said that and sex.
Yeah, sex is always gonna suck. I get that.
Yeah,
I totally get that.
Yeah.
But dying, that's a little too.
It was me and Ella Darling talking about it. And torture. People want to experience torture.
So according to the article, it says researchers are leveraging virtual reality hardware to simulate the horrifying experience of suffocating in a fire. What the fuck is wrong with people? I'm sorry.
No, okay. I'm good.
So
I'm
this
good
is
on all that.
This isn't the first time researchers have explored ways to upgrade virtual reality hardware to make simulated experiences straight up horrifying. Last month, the team from Carnegie Mellon University Futures Interface Group revealed an off-the-shelf VR headset enhanced with ultrasonic transducers that can recreate the sensation of touch in and around the wearer's mouth. But one application of the research featured a gigantic virtual spider dropping with poison that users could feel splashing across their lips. This is not the future we signed up for. I need to say that again. This is not the future that I signed up for. No.
It's where the money's going to be at. It's where a lot of money's going to be at. You know, they're gonna buy those suits to simulate getting spanked and whipped and beat and burned and cut and stabbed and shot. People, it's not real, and it's not real. But I know what it feels like.
No. This is people that are bored.
Yeah,
like, I want to know what it feels like to get shot.
Yes.
Who? No. Why? No.
It's like what's the measurement they use about with spiders, insects biting you?
Oh, yeah, the scale, the pain scale. I forgot the name of the scale.
Yeah. No. And that one guy did it. And there's a spider that's like feels the poison in it feels like a gunshot, it says like a desert eagle hitting you. Who wants that type of pain? And they said he did it like 7 times.
Why?
To measure
it's called the bullet. It's called like the bullet ant or something like that. I think that's the name of it.
It's like a desert eagle. Right. And if anybody knows a desert eagle, it's a very powerful handgun. I'm good. I'm good.
So they're saying, but here is like a positive effect, right? So they're saying firefighters can physically experience the lack of oxygen in the room as a raging fire consumes it, including the simulated side effects of the human body not getting enough oxygen, like the onset of tunnel vision, but without the added risk of real fire. The mask can make flight simulators feel more realistic too, as the added G-forces of high-speed maneuvers make it harder for a pilot to breathe. Now, they just gave me a practical use for this. I can get.
Yeah, it's going to be totally on board on that. It's going to be people partying, dancing at raves, and people like, yo, let's suffocate. Let's get high and suffocate. That's what's going to happen, man. We know it's going to happen. We know it's going to happen. Because people just want to experience things. The human body's curiosity gets the best of them.
No. But see, what was wasn't it Daniel James Carradine? Isn't that the name of the guy, the white dude that played in Kung Fu? Carradine, something Carradine. You know what I'm talking about. The main dude. He was in Kill Bill. He was Bill. Kill Bill. James Carradine, anyways. So he died from erotic asphyxiation.
Yep.
Yeah, they found him like swinging in his closet with his hand on his dick.
Yeah, he was choking himself out, beating off.
I'm just saying, if he had the headset, if he had the VR headset, we could have had a Kill Bill 3.
David Carradine. Yeah, David Carradine.
We could have had a Kill Bill 3 if he'd have just got his hands on the proper headset. Practical use. Practical use. You're damn fool.
Yes, that would be it. That would be it. You're a fool. Yeah, people are gonna do that.
Okay, I got one more like super quick headline. I just saw this. It's just I don't want to end on autoerotica asphyxiation. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, I don't want to start my weekend with that in my head. So Joe Biden wants to put a Japanese astronaut on the moon. Okay, all right. So hold on, before you get over there, something's like controversy.
There's another one. I want to.
Let me ask you something about this one. All right, so apparently there was, I think it was BTS, right? I think that's the South Korean K-pop group that came to the States to speak with Joe Biden concerning their thoughts on Asian Americans' experience in America. And my timeline was like exploding. People were like really upset about that. I don't have all the context. I'm assuming it's because, they're not Asian American. They are, they're South Korean and
South Korean, right. Asian.
Yeah, they're South Korean and they have no idea what the
I'm not sure if all the members
is in America.
Maybe not all the members, and maybe in a couple of Americans in the group that happen to go back to South Korea.
Mm-hmm. So my timeline was kind of exploding. Even black folks is like, that makes absolutely no sense. So now I'm reading this and it says Joe Biden wants to put a Japanese astronaut on the moon. Of course, I'm reading this with no context. I'm feeling like, is he trying to, have like a my bad moment? Let's go and put some people on the moon. I don't know. I'm talking way out of context. Somebody please put me in my place.
I mean, Crazy Joe. That's his nickname, right? Yeah, she's letting us know. Biden and Kishida met in Tokyo on Monday to continue discussions around and implementing an agreement that will potentially place a Japanese astronaut on Gateway space station.
Right.
The leaders also reaffirmed each country's commitment to share. So Japan wants to get them up there, and we're like, we'll support you.
Okay. I didn't know if this was like because of some of the. Now this is Twitter flack. Now I don't know how much really outrage there really was. This is just timeline flack. So I saw this on here on top of this, and I was like, oh, Joe just really trying to go all in. Like I'm sorry, I got BTS to tell us your experience, so. Let's just put somebody on the moon. I don't know. It's just a weird. Yeah,
I'm reading right now. BTS, the members, if any of the members are American, because I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean that is a little. It's a little weird. It's like Joe, we have real Asian Americans living here that you could ask.
Asian Americans.
Seems a little off. It seems a little off. But meanwhile, Mr. Biden is pretty much saying Biden and Kishida met in Tokyo on Monday to continue discussions around an implementing agreement that will potentially place a Japanese astronaut on the Gateway space station. Leaders also reaffirmed each country's commitment to share data on climate change. So the Gateway is an integral component of NASA's larger effort to return to the moon, a series of upcoming missions known as the Artemis Project. Once built, Gateway will serve as a moon orbiting outpost offering lunar-bound astronauts support for their visits. So the Lunar Space Station, in addition to serving as critical infrastructure for the Artemis mission, will also serve as a staging point for future crewed missions to Mars. So that is interesting. That is pretty cool.
The funk came in. He said there are no BTS members from any English-speaking countries.
Okay. Well,
yeah, Joe Biden was having a senior moment.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have BTS come in and talk to me about the Asian American experience. That is the worst thing you can do.
That's just so random. Come on, Biden, get together.
I'm rolling my head at that.
I don't know, man. So all right, yo, it's like 9:30. You want to pick out one more?
Let's do one more because I'm gonna do one more. There's one
go
more
for it, please. Go for it. Please. I don't want to end on. I don't want to end on Biden right now.
This is even worse. Donald Trump's media company plans to have a non-woke alternative to Netflix and Disney Plus streaming. Slate to feature canceled shows. You can't make this up. Hold on. He made a social network already that failed. Mm-hmm. He made his Twitter alternative that failed. And now he's gonna make a streaming service. Who's giving Donald Trump money to do this stuff? Who in America is giving him money?
I guess they'll call it a Bigots Plus.
Non-woke. Non-woke. What does that mean? This
I have no idea.
They're like, we're making it's called ignorant TV. Ignorant TV.
Old ass politicians just need to chill out sometimes.
Oh my God. What kind of shows they're gonna have on it? Let's see what kind of shows. They call it what they say they call it TMTG. Trump Media and Technology Group. Who is paying Donald Trump this money? $1 billion from a range of investors. He's backed by $1 billion. First of all, that's not enough money to make a streaming network service and put content on it. That's not enough. $1 billion is not enough.
I mean,
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
The Don just does stuff.
Man, his ability to raise money and just talk completely absurdly about things is amazing to me. I am so fascinated by him right now. He's 86 years old. He's going to be dead in a couple of years, and people are still giving him money.
I don't know, man. I think he's going to be the first person to get that Futurama treatment. He ain't going to die. They just going to put his head in one of them little glass jars and just have his lips moving or something. He ain't gonna die.
This is crazy.
Dude, don't go away.
This is crazy. He's a celebrity TV star turned president, and now is mogul, is money making mogul. Mm-hmm. People handing him money.
Mm-hmm.
Has not ever had a successful policy, successful business, but he keeps getting money. People keep trusting him.
Mm-hmm. It ain't gonna stop no time soon.
I think he's an alien. From like Men in Black, he's the alien inside the alien. Mm-hmm. You know, the bug man. He put the bug man suit on. His bug man suit is Trump. Oh man, this is hilarious. This dude. But good to you, Donald Trump, for being able to raise $1 billion to start a streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
For non-woke shows. The fact you say that, my shows are for people that want to sleep.
I can't with this dude. It's too. I want to enjoy my drink. So we have to change the subject. I want to talk about Donald Trump's funky ass.
One more.
We got one more.
One more. Are you familiar with the game Ni no Kuni?
No. What is that?
So Ni no Kuni is like a Studio Ghibli level game, right?
Okay.
It's Studio Ghibli level 5. It's their first foray into games. It's an RPG. Well, they come with a new one called Ni no Kuni Crossroads Worlds.
Okay.
And when you look at Ni no Kuni, it is beautiful. I haven't played it. I can't speak on it. The Funk could probably speak on it better than I can. But it is. Yeah. It looks like true to life 2D cartoons in a video game. It's beautiful.
Oh, you selling me. I like that. Is it like, hold on, because remember that old coin-op game in the 80s, Dragon's Lair?
No.
Is it that?
No, okay. Oh no. This is like a Studio Ghibli movie. Like when you see it, it has video gamey parts, but it plays me. But when they show their cutscenes, it is Studio Ghibli level animation. It is Mononoke Princess Mononoke. It is that level of animation. It is my friend Totoro level animation. It's beautiful. And so they're making a mobile version of the game called Ni no Kuni Crossroads Worlds.
I'm over here looking at it, and these look like cutscenes. That's impressive. I mean, if that is actual like real gameplay,
that's probably what it would look like, probably.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, right. See, that's what their games look like, and the fact that we can get that level quality on a mobile device is impressive.
Right.
Like our mobile devices are Xbox 360s in our pockets and PS3s in our pockets.
For the most part, yeah. No, you're right on point, right? It is the equivalent of at least an Xbox 360, at least.
So they're going to have this big RPG on mobile devices in your pockets. Man, you remember backpacks with the pack of like books, CD players, CDs. What did we put on it? We had put our Game Boy in the back, our Game Gear.
Yeah.
Then we were going to spend a night at somebody's house. We put our real game console in it too.
Yeah.
We had to take all that stuff with us. None of these kids have a single device. They can read on their phone, listen to music, watch TV.
Notepads, music, yeah.
We had comic books. We had all the comic books in the back, our books. My back has back problems because of that. I should sue my parents. They should have been smart enough to create the internet.
Yo, that's different times, man, and it's only going to be even crazier, man, when in another 20 years. So brace yourself.
So Ni no Kuni has a new game. Players can choose from 5 character classes: Destroyer, Engineer, Rogue, Swordsman, and Witch. And you can choose between 2 gameplay modes: Kingdom mode, a cooperative multiplayer mode, where players can explore the world together, and Team Arena mode, a competitive multiplayer mode, where 6 players compete against each other in teams of 3. So it's 3-on-3 battles.
Okay, that could be fun. It could be very fun. It all comes down to the gameplay. The look is right. So
it's gonna be on Windows PC. They're gonna have it on Android, and they're gonna have it on iOS. So it's cross-platform play. You remember how bad we wish for cross-platform play and we could never get it?
Prayed, screamed to the heavens, fell on knees, screaming why. And now they gave us all kinds of weak excuses. Well, PlayStation doesn't want that, and Xbox doesn't want that, and Sega doesn't want that. Everybody wants it. Yeah, now you better have it, or you're gonna lose a huge market share. And people are just gonna go straight to your competition.
People will not play your game if it's not cross-platform play now. These kids are like, I'm not gonna play that game. I can't play cross-platforms.
I can't play with my friends, so why would I do that? And it's a legit, it's a legit complaint. It's like this is my homeboy. He's got Xbox, I got a PlayStation. If I can't play with him, then what's the point? So big huge shout out to the chat again real quick. And this is regarding what you're talking about. And as the fuck said, first Ni no Kuni was officially Ghibli collab. Second worked with animators from Ghibli, but was not Ghibli. I think the third one is back to an official collab. He says second game is wild. You're the president of the fake United States, get caught in a nuclear blast, get sent to fantasy anime world, then shoot a rat knight in the face with a modern pistol. Yo, you need to drink some water, man.
That game.
No, man, I think all that sugar from that Pop-Tart is warping into folks' brain, because everything you're talking about right now sounds amazing.
It does.
And crazy. And absolutely crazy, man. Go drink some water.
Oh, man.
I'm putting all this hope in my heart.
I'm about to download that game. That game sounds fun.
Oh, man.
You play as an American president. Oh, my God. I want to play that game. I'm kind of interested. Right?
Yeah, I mean, the way he just described it, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping it's not a late night sugar high.
I think I'm gonna find what game that is and download and play that. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I mean, good job. The funk you sold me.
I'm already sold. Yo,
man,
I guess that's where we end it right there.
Yo, it is 9:40. We better close this bad boy out. About an hour and 10.
Close it out, son.
Thank you so much for everybody who's popped in here. Hey. Yeah, that's definitely going to conclude the show for the day. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Big, huge shout outs to Digital Click and making us look good. Yo, you want to look good, hit Digital Click up. They make us feel amazing. We give you a good show and they handle our marketing. Yo, GeekBeast is also in podcast form as well. All of the major platforms. Just go ahead, properly massage those algorithms by hitting that subscription button. And of course, leaving comments. And, sometimes, the rating system works too. Go on and give us 5 stars on all of those platforms. /Geekish Network. That'll have you straight for Facebook. It'll have you straight for YouTube, Twitch, all the bangers. Twitch is still in the mix, ladies and gentlemen. We still got some experimental, cool little ideas that might be bopping on there relatively soon. Everything from cooking shows to fantasy football to Dungeons and Dragons. And of course, thanks to our amazing super producers. Man, Sky Ronnie, thank you so much for helping us out. Chuck, man, you already know, man. My ride or die, my guy. Till 4 flat tires. You know how that go down. Hey, and of course, thank you everybody in the chat for allowing us to be silly with y'all and have a couple of drinks. Please enjoy your weekend. Crush all of this amazing content and have a good holiday too as well.
And we won't be on Monday. Monday's a holiday.
See, there you go. So
won't be on Monday.
Crush some of this content, man. Yeah. And watch another Disney property Babysit again with Obi-Wan.
Star Wars and babysitting.
Proper Star Wars and babysitting. Another babysit project. Good old Disney. You're not disappointing. No, it's still good though. It's still fun. All right, let me stop talking, man. I'm gonna stop talking. Obi-Wan is good. I'm just talking trash about it, but it is fun. It is fun.
Okay. It's not about the Skywalker family, but it is about the Skywalker family.
It's definitely. I'm trying to ruin anything. But I'm gonna say you're gonna be disappointed. I'll just say that.
That poor white trash ass family, them orphan ass babies, them orphans.
Well, yeah, just watch the first episode at least, man. At least get the first one in.
Okay,
at least.
I'm gonna get it in.
I can't wait to hear what you gotta say.
We'll find out on Tuesday, won't we? Huh?
Yo, my man said the thing I'm tired of the most: Jedis, the Skywalker family, Sith. You gonna feel some kind of way. That's all I'm gonna say. You gonna feel some kind of way. But all right, to everybody else, yo, thank you so much for bopping in. Yo, Rodney, yo, get us the fuck out of here, my guy.